So you're saying with Hilton Honors, I can use points for a free night stay anywhere?
Anywhere.
What about fancy places like the Canopy in Paris?
Yeah, Hilton Honors, baby.
Or relaxing sanctuaries like the Conrad in Tulum?
Hilton Honors, baby.
Ooh, what about the 5-star Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives?
Are you gonna do this for all 9,000 properties?
When you want points that can take you anywhere, anytime, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Prime. What if you had one more chance with the one that got away?
Sam,
you came home.
Based on the best-selling novel from Carly Fortune. Every Year After follows childhood friends Sam and Percy as they reunite in the dreamy, nostalgic lakeside town of Barry's Bay.
love can be hard to find. So if you're lucky enough to find that person, never let go.
A second chance at first love. Every Year After. Streaming June 10th, only on Prime.
Hey, so it's Tuesday. For our Tuesday episode, this just came to me, and I'm gonna try to keep it brief. We'll see how long I talk for, but I've been thinking about, because last Saturday I kind of opened the door on what amounted to mental health thing I was going through. I explained it to Gavin like this, like I hit a wall mentally as far as like everything I had been doing for the show, the same time where like a particularly bad bout of the depression, as I called it, they just collided at just the perfect moment to really kind of take me out. And there was a moment that really brought it to my attention. And the reason I'm bringing it to Deprogrammed is because it involves Music League. And some of my friends, Jenny, loves Music League. She's found a way to incorporate it into her life, and you know, at times she has admitted she's gotten obsessed with it and takes on too many of them. But most of the ones she's joining are able to be joyous because she's found ones that aren't long or, I don't know. Like, she's found ways to make it fit into her life. And I had, for a good while, done so as well. But was two, for the first time in a long time, I was in two, like, that were going on at the same time. I'm not a person who really cares about winning, and especially when it comes to Music League, because I was in these leagues where it was clear my taste was just vastly different. And it just, occasionally a song that I had chosen would do really well, but for the most part, I was coming in dead last. And really, ultimately, when you look at my Music League quote unquote stats, I think the best I'd ever done was third place, and that may have been the first ever one. So here it is, a year or so later of doing Music League, and I've still not done better than third. And again, does that matter? Not particularly, really. Like, I mean, there is a competitive spirit to me that wants to win. And especially when it comes to music, because music is kind of what I do, as far as this podcast is built around music and has completely morphed my tastes and opened my earbuds to things I never thought I would listen to. And also I'm in a band, and also I do a local music show. Also, I mean, music has been a better part of my adulthood, period. And I like to think, especially now with this show, my mind is pretty open, and I'd go into these and keep my mind open, and I'd vote for the ones that I really thought answered the prompt really well, whether I liked the song or not. Songs that I really liked would get a point, even if I didn't think it answered the prompt well. So
this Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Wishing you could be there live for the big game, soaking up the atmosphere of the crowd. But too often, life gets busy, or the price holds you back. Priceline is here to help you make it happen. With millions of deals on flights, hotels, and rental cars, you can go see the game live. Don't just dream about the trip. Book it with Priceline. Download the Priceline app or visit Priceline.com. Actual prices may vary. Limited time offer.
I was consistently coming in last and or next to last, or just not doing well. And again, that part isn't the necessarily the problem. And again, I think there were comments this time around, and essentially calling me old, which I am. That part didn't necessarily hurt. It just was like, you already didn't vote for the song. You didn't have to call me old on top of that. And then, saying I didn't understand the prompt, I guess fair enough. For the record, it was a song that would get people dancing if they weren't dancing at a party. And I put in Baltimora, Tarzan Boy. And I was thinking probably too small scale. Like my friends, or at least a lot of the people I know, that would do the trick. And for me, that would do the trick. So I can understand not winning or even the song doing well, because if I'm not thinking like on a bigger scale, sure. So it was just the combination of all of these things, and it all surrounds music, that made me go, man, I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't know if this is going to just be it for me for Music League. It might. Because, again, I don't necessarily care about losing, but like when all you're doing is losing, there are 3 songs, I think, on Domesticated Nostalgia about being a loser. Why am I going to subject myself to that if it's not changing? But I mean, I don't know, man. Music League is supposed to be fun, and doing the two at the same time just wasn't fun, I guess, is ultimately what it comes down to. Maybe I'm being a baby, and maybe I need to just get over it and get back into it. But I don't know. Baltimore, I'm putting Baltimore Tarzan Boy in this episode because it's fun. I don't know. Like I guess I'm bringing it here because it's around music, but I feel like there's a way to incorporate, like a Let's Playlist, maybe even once a month, or like, is there a way to do what we were doing with Let's Playlist, incorporate it with Music League, but maybe it's only the 1 week. And then maybe there's a way to do my homework. Andrew also came up with some ideas that we're going to do. Like, he sent me an EP from something last month that he was really enjoying, and we're going to sit down and chat about that EP sometime this month. We're going to probably do that at least once a month. Gavin said he had some ideas. He probably hasn't listened to the Monday episode where I tried to rope him into the concert idea. There's ideas like for content, and I think that prevents episodes like this where you are going to listen to me cry about Music League. I'm not crying about Music League. Maybe I am. I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm just kind of saying into a microphone to get it off my chest. So, but really, that's what music is supposed to do, right? Is supposed to not necessarily take the place of an emotion, but be hand in hand and side by side with an emotion. So maybe I'll listen to some music. All right, tell me what you're listening to. We'll talk about it. Sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it.